Not gonna lie to you guys, before I started this anime, I kinda lost in a battle of temptation against reading One Punch Man. But don't worry, I only got a few chapters in. I know what's gonna happen for probably episode 1 and 2. After that, I haven't touched the manga. I'm going to really try my hardest to stay away so I can at least finish the anime, then move on to the manga, because I've heard good things about the manga. And just from reading those few chapters alone, I enjoyed them, and watching episode 1, it was good. And when I read this, it was probably even just last week. I'm finally getting around to One Punch Man and all that, when episode 3 is just coming out on Sunday and everything. So I want to get around to it, and so I can start reviewing it weekly and get caught up on all my fall anime. So, One Punch Man. We have an interesting main character. Saitama is our main character. He's a superhero. He lives in a world where you can have everything from giant mutants to subterranean creatures to crab monsters. So it's a very fucked up kind of world where you have anything that could happen. And just like our world, evil is never ending. And you have heroes. But unlike the Justice Hero League, apparently there's not too many good superheroes around. We have our main male character, Saitama, who is a very, very strong hero. At first, he was a businessman who had no job, and then he just started really hating life. But he saved a butt-chin kid, not even fucking joking. He saved this butt-chin kid from a crab monster that wanted to kill him because the kid drew nipples on him. But, and then he killed the crab. After that, he trained for 3 years. He trained so hard that his hair fell out. So we have an average-looking guy, an average-looking bald guy, who you don't assume would be this utter badass, this utter super strong motherfucker. But in fact, that's the case. Just as the series name implies, he's a one-punch man, because one punch is all he needs to defeat his enemies. He literally, whatever enemy he comes across, is not strong enough. He one-shots them. He one-punches them into oblivion. He kills them with one punch. And I will say, that opening song for it is really, really nice. I'm enjoying it. One punch! Yeah! Yeah. It's a really nice opening. The ending song, and not the best one compared to the opening song. The opening song is still not my favorite, but I'm enjoying it a lot. So, Saitama faces a dilemma. Since he has no enemy that's strong enough to take his punch, he's forgotten the thrill of fighting, the fear, the anger, the joy, the emotions that made him human while fighting. He's forgotten all those, so his superhero life has become a hobby, and it's become boring. So that's his dilemma, and if I have to predict anything, towards the end of the series we'll finally get an enemy for him that takes more than one punch in order to beat. He even had a dream this episode where he was fighting these subterranean creatures that did some damage to him, made him bleed, and he was just doing... He even fought like their king, and he was just like, I remember the joy, the thrill, the anxiety and all that of fighting. And then he wakes up by smashing his alarm clock, and I kind of feel sorry for him in his dilemma, because I'm really curious to see what enemy will pop up that can withstand his punch. I'm sticking with this anime. I'm enjoying it already. Vaccine Man, I want to say, should have been colored green, because when I read the manga on him, and even when I saw him, I almost heard him with Piccolo's voice from the dub, because he looks a lot like Piccolo before he goes all like gigantic form on Saitama. Seriously. It looked like fucking Piccolo with those antennae. Da-da-da-da-da. Go on! So this is not going to be a super serious anime. It'll have a lot of good moments and all that. The animation style, oh my fucking god. Holy shit. In his dream. Saitama's dream, when he was fighting, it was so fluid, so fucking beast. Madhouse. This is why, if you want quality anime, you give it to motherfucking Madhouse. But if you don't want another season, really don't ever get a Madhouse. It's kind of a trade-off. You get superb animation style, voice acting, but you don't ever really get a season 2 for that anime. But once again, I love the animation. Saitama is interesting. After the credits, I saw this, like, he's a cyborg. He's a cyborg. And his character design is really damn cool. And I think he's probably my favorite character just from reading like 4 chapters of the manga. So, since this is not going to be an entirely serious one, I'm also going to be looking at the comedy and judging the comedy. There were some really nice comedy moments in this, like when he was standing on top of the mutant, a muscular mutant, all that, who wasn't wearing any pants. He goes, "Put some pants on." And then the older brother, the scientist, is standing on the other shoulder, and he goes, "Kill him! Kill the guy on your shoulder!" And the muscle guy just slams and kills the scientist. And then he just stares at his hand, and he's like, "Oh!" One Punch Man. I can tell. I'm going to enjoy this. Saitama is eventually going to get an enemy he can fight with more than one punch. A second punch? Oh my god. But yeah, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Are you going to enjoy One Punch Man with me? Don't spoil anything for me. What do you think about the concept of one punch? When a hero gets so powerful, it gets boring for them. What their thoughts on the matter are when no one else can challenge them. Be sure to tell me any thoughts, any questions in the comments below. Have a good day. Watch lots of anime, read lots of manga. Follow the links down in the description where you can go and add me on Facebook, add me on Twitter. Go check out episode 1 of One Punch Man. One Punch! Ow. Be sure to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye-bye, guys.